Thanks for tuning in to Unbreakable with Chris Chamasiros. I talk about politics, sports, and entertainment to keep you well-rounded what's going on around the world. If you don't like hearing the truth, definitely don't tune into this channel. So let's get started today. So President Trump, he calls on the NFL owners and the owner of the Washington Redskins to change the name back to the Washington Redskins. I refuse to call the Washington Commanders the Commanders. It's a garbage name. And this is what Democrats and liberals worry about because they can't run on policy. So they have to force people who own businesses to cave in to their woke garbage demands. Now, even though I love the Pittsburgh Steelers and I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I love the history of the NFL. And I absolutely love the Washington Redskins helmet. I thought it was beautiful, stunning, remarkable. The tradition that they have, the hogs, everybody getting dressed up with the Indian garb on and headed to the games. The tradition of the Washington Redskins ranks right up there with the best of them. Beautiful helmet, beautiful uniform, but leave it to Democrats and liberals to destroy every single thing that they touch. And honestly, the NFL has not been the same since the Washington Redskins changed their names to the whatever. I'm not even saying it out loud. So President Trump went on to say the Washington whatevers, that's exactly how I feel about it, should immediately change their name back to the Washington Redskins football team. There is a big clamoring for this. Likewise, the Cleveland Indians, one of the 6 original baseball teams with a storied past, our great Indian people in massive numbers want this to happen. Their heritage and prestige is systematically being taken away from them. Times are different now than they were 3 or 4 years ago. We are a country of passion and common sense. Owners get it done. President Trump also went on to say, my statement on the Washington Redskins has totally blown up, but only in a very positive way. I may put a restriction on them that if they don't change the name back to the original Washington Redskins and get rid of the ridiculous monkey ear Washington Commanders, I won't make a deal for them to build a stadium in Washington. The team would be much more valuable and the deal would be more exciting for everyone. Cleveland should do the same with the Cleveland Indians. The owner of the Cleveland baseball team, Matt Dolan, who is very political, has lost 3 elections in a row because of that ridiculous name change. What he doesn't understand is that if he changed the name back to the Cleveland Indians, he might actually win an election. Indians are being treated very unfairly. Make Indians great again. MIGA. President Trump is absolutely right. So how is it insulting that if a baseball team's name was the Cleveland Indians or the Washington Redskins? There was a very interesting conversation today on Fox News by an ex-player of the Washington Redskins explaining how the Washington Redskins got their name and what it means. Let's jump into that video.
President Trump calling on the Washington Commanders to return to their roots, saying their new stadium could be on the line if they don't change their name back to the Redskins. He pointed this out on Truth Social, that even a Native American group is in support, saying, quote, their heritage and prestige is systematically being taken away from them. Owners get it done. It all came just a day after Super Bowl champ Jason Buck called on the president to bring his old team back to their former glory. He joins us now. Jason, what was your reaction to getting that reaction from the president?
Oh, man, a dream come true, right? Just to see him get involved in something like that is just fantastic for us. I mean, I'd give anything in the world to be able to meet with President Trump from the Redskins side. I mean, I'm a Native American, so I'm a real Redskin and a proud one, and a proud Washington Redskin from the glory days of Joe Gibbs.
So tell people out there who goes, oh, we shouldn't be talking about skin color and teams. What do you say?
It's nuts. I say the Redskin is our names. The first written record of the use of the word Redskin was from a Native American chief from the Illinois tribe, actually, Chief Mosquito, writing to a British military colonel saying, talking about us, the Redskins. And it's our word. The European words are Indian and savage and now indigenous. And, we're sick and tired of the intellectual elite at the top of the university towers, like they're all have their own little Hogwarts, telling us what to do with our names. 70 to 90% of Native American Indians, wherever you go, love the name Redskins. They're proud of their heritage, and we don't want it stolen from us.
And what happens is that was the George Floyd things. Schneider was all involved in his scandal, and he just acquiesced, which he said he would never do. The new owner joined Brett.
Daniel Snyder only did that because the government at the time, Joe Biden, they did something to his credit rating. It was something to do with his credit rating where they made a new law where if he didn't change it, they'd be able to affect his credit rating every time he went for a loan. That's why he changed it. He didn't just cave in.
Bear on special report last year. Listen to what he said. Now the name of the team is Commanders.
Obviously, the focus on the name has happened over the years. And is the Redskins coming back as a part of this deal?
So the Commanders name actually has taken on an amazing kind of element in our building. Obviously, we're in a military city here. There's more military personnel than anywhere else. So we're kind of moving forward the Commanders name, excited about that. And
would you expect anything else from this little turd? I mean, just look at him. Spineless, gutless, weasel turd. Weak.
Not looking back.
He's not. That's not being truthful. This name is not taken off. Commanders.
Exactly.
No, it is so weak. And it breaks the heart of the alumni. It breaks the heart of their whole fan base. It breaks the heart of Native Americans all over the nation. When I played for the Redskins, people in Native Americans that find me in airports and everywhere, fully dressed in Redskin gear, getting autographs. I've never heard a negative word about it in my life until the progressives got hold of it as an issue. So no, we're going to stay with this. And I'll tell you, the Native
Don't you love progressives? They're just freeing us all and saving us all from such insults. They all need to be locked up in mental institutions.
American people, all of those with common sense, just Americans that love America will fight for this. Even if we have to find other solutions, we won't give up.
And Jason, if we could put up the old Redskin logo, that Indian depicted there is the family.
Such a beautiful helmet. Absolutely beautiful, stunning, beautiful helmet. It's just Democrats, I just can't. Oh, I can't stand it. And everything they touch, they destroy.
Wants that picture back on the Redskin helmet. So who are you if you're not upsetting the family and you're not upsetting people like you with the heritage of the Redskins? You just told us where the origin was. Why did they do this? And can someone probably make the decision and maybe go back to what the president said? With your new stadium comes your old name.
That's just common sense, right? I tell you, it's the same thing that's just damaging the United States of America as a whole, that whole movement, that woke movement that is from the insane intellectual side. And the majority of Americans are good with this and see it as a compliment. Like I said, it is our word. We're not Indian, or when I say that, that's the European name is Indian and savage and indigenous. Our word is Redskin. People feared it. They feared it, and it was ancient warriors, and they fought for 300 years, before they were put on reservations.
Well, the name of the group and the name of the group that you're an advisor for is called NAGA. That's the acronym. And if the president wants to reach you, you're more than happy to go to bat for him. Thanks
absolutely.
so much.
I would be President Trump's greatest warrior.
All right, Jason, thanks so much. Hope you
leave it to white liberals to tell minorities how they should feel about their own names, their own culture, and their own ethnicity. Democratic Party absolutely makes me sick. They destroy every single thing they touch. Cities, the school system, the border, the churches, sports teams' names, everything that Democrats, liberals, and progressives touch turns to absolute garbage. And with that being said, thanks for tuning in to Unbreakable with Chris Chamasiros.